Anyway, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Or good evening. Okay, so anyway, Holly Johnston on Backwater Records label, which is mine, labelled, and we've just released a new CD. Do you want to introduce it at all, or and explain what how it all came about and things? Is that okay? Or
yeah. So the brand new CD is called Toad Woman, and it's actually a song story. So from the beginning of the CD right to the end, you hear the story of Toad Woman as she goes on some adventures. And this is my master's project for my master's in songwriting that I went up and did last year.
Which you went up to Scotland, didn't you?
I did. I disappeared to the very north of the country.
You did. And came back again?
I did. I was on a bungee rope, and the moment I got to the end of that rope, it just pinged me right back to Suffolk.
So I'm interested in this as well. This is all your own work, obviously, isn't it?
Yes. So it came about from interviewing storytellers.
Okay.
So storytellers in the oral tradition about how they tell stories to an audience. And then I collaborated with a really wonderful musician, Jonathan Coy.
Mm-hmm.
And by the end of it, we had 12 songs that, with a few words in between, told the story of Toad Woman.
Okay. And is this all locally? You interviewed people, or in the Suffolk area, or was it national? Was it up in Scotland as well, or was it mainly local?
Mostly it was East Anglian storytellers. So most of them are from Suffolk and Norfolk. There is one from further afield from the Lake District, but the rest are from Suffolk and Norfolk. They are our local storytellers.
Okay, and they didn't mind giving up their sort of time and information and knowledge to you at all then, or
no, they were wonderful, and I think a big thing for them is keeping the tradition of storytelling alive.
Good point,
and this is a way of spreading.
And just so people are aware, it was just before Christmas, wasn't it?
Mm.
And it was the first sort of live performance of Toad Woman, wasn't it?
Yes, we launched it on the 6th of December, to an invited audience, really because I've never done anything like this before, and I don't think it's something that people really expected.
No.
And so we tried it out with people that I thought would be quite nice to me if I fell on my face.
No, it's very brave of you to do that, because it's not really what I call a gig situation, really, is it? It's quite intimate, really, isn't it? The whole evening was quite intimate, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was very intimate. It was quite intense. But I think it paid off in the end. People said that they were quite mesmerised by the story and loved the message of it. And
I'm just saying, I think it worked really well, and very smooth transition between the songs, and because it can turn into like a bit of a sort of sandwich as such, kind of the story and the song. But I think they all, because the stories are linked to obviously you explained, but I mean obviously the stories are linked to the songs, aren't they? I guess.
The songs were written specifically to tell different elements of the story. So I wrote a storyboard where I picked out the main sections of the story, and then a song was written for each box in the storyboard to tell the main points of that story. So then I just needed a few words really to lead into the next song.
To sort of link them together, really.
Yeah, a bit of cement really, just smooth over.
That's good way of putting it. Yeah. Okay, good. Okay, good. Do you want to play a track yet, or do you want to lead us into that?
Let's play a track. This track is called "Teach Me to Fly."
Yeah, sure.
And this is Toad Woman's dream. She wants to see the world, and she sets upon an idea, which is that in order to see the world, what she needs to do is learn to fly.
Yeah.
So this is the song that talks about that.
Okay, sure. And then we'll have a chat more after this. Okay. Okay, so that was "Teach Me to Fly" from the CD, wasn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
So performed live, Jonathan Coy on guitar and myself singing, and a song that we wrote together for the Toad Woman story. So
I think hopefully you're looking to do this live more often as you can at these events.
Yeah, we want to offer it to festivals and to storytelling evenings and to folk clubs if it's suitable for that particular folk club.
Okay, good. No, so it's good. Yeah, wow, brilliant. And also you mentioned that also there are no links. You put some clips on YouTube of the live event we're talking about.
So I worked my dad really hard last night, and I took the full live performance of Toad Woman round to my dad, and we've taken some clips off of it and put them up on my YouTube channel. And so there's 2 live songs on YouTube with the story linking them. It's probably easiest to get to it from my website, which is www.eastangliangirl.com.
Oh, okay, that's your own website, yeah.
And that's the same place where you can get my blog, you can read a little bit more about the research, and find out what's going on with Toad Woman from now.
Oh, okay, well, okay. And obviously the evening was filmed, wasn't it? The live event. And have you seen? You obviously seen clips of that now, yeah?
I've seen the full thing.
Okay.
The final film is currently being edited.
Okay.
I think we're on about the fourth draft.
Okay.
Harley Cotton is doing a brilliant job of editing that.
Okay.
And clips of that will go up on YouTube. And then we're going to be trying to get out there doing it live.
Okay,
more as well.
That's brilliant. That's all good stuff, isn't it? Wow. Well, I think it's a very brave project as well, Holly. I think to do that, because not many people are doing that, and to do a gig is quite easy, really. In just obviously just loads of songs, isn't it? But to actually do the bit with the storytelling, and there was something else I was going to mention about the puppets. Do you want to talk about that at all?
Yeah. Well, this was something a bit different, and it's something that's meant to be for all ages. So you should be able to bring a 5-year-old to Toad Woman, and they should be captivated and absorbed, or you could bring your grandma and your granddad and your uncle, and they should be able to get something from it too.
Okay.
But what I thought, having watched the film and done it live for the first time, we've only done it once, I thought it would be really wonderful, because I'm not playing guitar on Toad Woman, I've got somebody else doing that for me, my hands are free, and I'd really love to learn some puppetry. So I've booked myself on a puppetry course in February to go and learn a bit about how you bring inanimate objects to life.
Oh, no, good.
Yeah.
I think it's going to work well. Having seen it, I think it's going to work well. Personally, I think
it's quite exciting. It's good fun.
Good again. So, do you want to play another track? Is that okay? Is that okay? Or,
yeah, that's absolutely fine.
Okay. This is called "Comforted." Do you want to introduce this one, or if that's okay?
Yes. So as you can imagine, if Toad Woman is climbing to the top of a tree, launching herself off and trying to fly, well, she actually doesn't have wings, and she finds herself falling very rapidly down to the ground. And when she lands on the ground, her friend Jenny Wren is there to comfort her, and this is the song.
I was going to say one thing, going back a little bit, because you're not playing guitar so much. If John is playing the guitar, do you find it easier to concentrate on singing, or is it different? Because you obviously normally play and sing.
I found I went back to my time working in children's centres when I used to do nursery rhymes with the 0 to 5-year-olds, and I found that if you did nursery rhymes with a guitar, you completely lost them. What you needed was puppets, a lot of eye contact and hand movements.
Okay.
And I decided that if I was going to be doing a show for younger ones, I needed not to have to split my brain between vocals, telling a story, and keeping people's attention.
Right, okay.
So to get a guitarist just means that I'm completely freed up to try and captivate the audience.
Yeah, and I think it does blend, as we just heard, but it blends very well, and I think, it's like you've been playing together for like years and years.
It feels like that, actually, it doesn't mean I'm quitting the guitar. I'll still be doing the Holly Johnston stuff and playing.
And do you want to play you've got another track listed down here, should we play another track?
There's one more track there from Toad Woman.
Yeah, sure.
I can't remember what it is, so you're going to have to tell me.
Track 10 is Junipers. This is called.
Junipers. So I wrote this before I even wrote Toad Woman. Junipers and spice. And actually, everyone that's heard it, they say it kind of feels a bit Celtic. It feels a bit folky, and it could lift right out of Toad Woman. You could sing it to anything really.
Okay. But obviously, it is
now part of Toad Woman. We sewed it right into the framework, and it works really well.
Good. And I must admit, saying this, I was there, and the time just flew past, and it's about 35 minutes roughly, isn't it? Yeah. It's just really, and everybody's really engrossed, and it was something a bit different, which I think is really, it just makes a difference, because sometimes if you're in a live event, it can get a bit samey, but that just. But we'll play this track Junipers off the Toad Woman CD coming out. The official release date is. Have we got an official release date?
I don't think you've told me what it is yet, Steve.
No. Well, I think we'll wait for them to come back from there.
Yeah. Once they arrive on the doorstep. They will select them. Yeah.
But they will be available to buy as well, and obviously there's clips that you've mentioned already on YouTube.
Yes. So if you go to my blog, then you'll be able to find everything. And
that links and stuff from there. Okay. Good. Okay. Let's do this track here. We'll push that button there, and it should be here. That's the final track we're going to play today from Toad Woman, from Holly Johnston, who's my guest in the studio, listening to ICR 105.7 FM, and we're just talking about the Toad Woman CD that is coming out in a month or two's time, available to buy and download and everything soon, and hopefully have some live events during the summer, because I think it'd be ideal for the summer events. Yeah,
we're working on it. We think it would go down really well at festivals, certainly in folk clubs, storytelling nights. So watch this space, really.
And do I just do your email address once more? Just say if people want to get in touch, is that okay? There's lots of links from there anyway, isn't there?
Well, my website kind of covers everything really.
Yeah.
I've got a blog on there, and I've got all the links to all the various pages that you have to have when you do music now.
Yes, we won't list them all because we'll be here till 6:30.
So the one to go to is www.eastangliangirl.com.
All one word. So it's eastangliangirl.com. Okay, good. And anything else you want to say before we anything else you want to add?
Thank you for having me, and I look forward to seeing some people at Toad Woman in the future.
Yeah.